Guidance is they already knew that. We know that, dude. That is already known. All these types know whatever this one does, dude. Yeah, I've been saying that. When I started saying that, around that time, looking at all the stuff I document, is right before it got really fucking awful in here. And that's why the doctors want to ask the people here, not just one, but people here, why they dismembered people and put them in the walls. Because all this stuff was on my account before, and then they got all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And here we are today. Woo! Party! It's going up there. Like I said, I don't want to hear any more or witness any more violence. Let these people do all their drugs, all right? Let them get it out of their system. Stay out of this goddamn house. That's what I want. But they already know. So what my guidance is, my theory is, she took the Al-Qaeda where they wanted to go. And they know everything. They do. These people are in our government since 1992. All right? We got good and we got bad people in our government. That's been on my account for almost 4 years. So they followed her, and then they get even more that they want to know off my account, so they don't come telling me I'm delusional. We can all assume in probability that that's a possibility, that my post, let's just say, can give even more insight to where anybody who wants it, because it's public. So they already know, all right? Everybody already knows everything about what these cats in this house do, these subjects, individuals here in this house do. Everybody who lives here. There's nothing that they're keeping secret. The thing is about my theory and guidance, which is strong. These DCPD, dirty ones, and the feds here, the dirty feds, think because they're so high, they think they're counterterrorism police. To be a counterterrorism police like that, you got good ones. You got the good ones that are saving our country, saving the West, saving other nations. I'm not going to list all the countries. You got really qualified, incredible, skilled individuals. Then you have really dangerous ones that I've been hitting on my account for almost 4 years. You have a lot of them in the NYPD. They're very dangerous. They're hooked up with Moscow. You have their, whatever the word of counterterrorism, which would be GRU and stuff over there. All right. You have really dangerous people on the same spectrum. You got them in the Middle East, right? Iranian, the commandos. I said they were coming out of the train tracks. I didn't say, I have to protect myself online. I didn't say they were. I said it was a possibility. Leave it at that. That these really dangerous commandos is how I describe them. You're going to have to ask somebody who's more qualified what they were. But they had this, in theory, really dangerous thing they had planned during the protest at the train station here in DC, which would all be very possible. So get off my account and coming after me. So you have good and you have bad. I've made myself clear with really qualified counterterrorism type folks. Right. These dirty feds and these DCPD are nothing even like that. The Pentagons are good ones. There are some bad ones there now. They arrested one of them, that Army Special Ops guy in Virginia. That was dangerous, bro. You get my point? Oh, yeah. They got good ones. Don't worry, we got more good ones. This shit's so fucking horrible what happened. I agree. But these dirty feds in DC who are so high they play with their hands are not that. They're not that. And they think they'll bring the hooker there. The DCPD dirty guy at the 4th District. I'll bring this hooker. No one's going to know. Right. No. Now they know everything. They know more than they could ever have wanted. All right? So thank God for the Pentagon and the folks who have, like I've been saying, decades of experience, decades. Because to deal with what we're dealing with the Middle East and with Moscow, you need them. You need, thank God. I know I said mean things because I'm pissed. Oh, fuck yeah. No one's going to ask me why I'm pissed. But I never went back on saying the truth either the whole time. I always said, thank them for saving your country, all this stuff. Okay, I always have. Because it's just the truth. So they like to think here in D.C. while they're really their purpose of their day. I don't know how much the DCPD. I certainly know with the feds, and I don't know. Just let me talk freely. I'm so tired of this. I just want to speak. I don't really know. So let me speak without freaking out on me. I'm just going to speak freely. Fuck, I hate this. Okay. I know the dirty feds in D.C. Forget my point because they're so wicked. They rush up here. She's delusional. She thinks she knows. Like, just stop. Let me fucking talk on Twitter. They're fucking whack. Yeah, I know. That's what I've been saying. Anyways, no, we know I don't know. The ones who know are the awesome ones at the Pentagon and all these other places. All right, so I forgot my point because it's just too much wordage to have to protect yourself on public social media. But anyways, I made my point. I really did. I would have liked to have made the other point, but it's too fucking creepy always having to do this on public and having some geek, fucking speed freak, fucking, oh, let's go to her house. She thinks she knows we can get her in that. We'll stop her. We'll shut her up. I fucking hate this. And you got these hookers with fucking bodies in the wall. Yeah, that's what happened in D.C. That's what fucking happened here. No, they think they're counterterrorism. They're so high. Oh, here was my beautiful point. Remember, when they come down, if they even sleep for maybe a half an hour, if they even eat maybe one morsel, just a little food, because they're fucking beasts, as soon as they wake, they get their dope. Then they do everything else. Remember that. Then they're counter-terrorist cops. Then they're this. Then they're that. Then they're in the helicopter. Then they're doing this. Now we're doing this and that. Oh, aren't they? Oh, aren't they? But they gotta get their dope first. Ask Navy Command. Ask Navy Command. Wasn't this one the Somna? Where'd Somna go? Where'd Somna go? She knows him, right? It seems to me this one up here, she went all the way to the far right. Enough to fucking knock off all the Al-Qaeda. All right? That was just dumb. Okay, that's just dumb. What I've been suggesting to all these folks is to flip and start taking plea fucking bargains with the good jags at the Pentagon, because that's your only saving grace. Al-Qaeda is so embedded in our government to follow a hooker around and then think you're getting information about this small terrorist cell that's not even high level, it's mid level. You're fucking toast. You're so fucking high. I would start flipping and working something out with the JAGs for your military tribunals.